Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, Lamar Jackson getting his contract and did it without an agent. Saved that extra money. So now he's ready to go. Odell Beckham Jr. came over, adding to that wide receiver front. So I'm expecting good things. I don't know about great yet, but good things. Obviously, we got a lot to see as far as whether or not Odell's going to make a statement and whether or not Lamar's going to be able to come back with, this new team and this new chemistry that they have and win, take it to the next level. So let's go ahead and get into the Ravens depth chart. Obviously, you have Mr. Lamar Jackson as your starting quarterback. As far as the second goes Tyler Huntley. Third, Josh Johnson. Isn't Josh Johnson from the 49ers? Didn't he come in after Purdy? Stink up the place? Oh, I lost so much on that parlay. That was so terrible. It still hurts me to this day. Shout out Anthony Brown's in the fourth. As far as your running back, they got J.K. Dobbins. It'll be interesting to see how Lamar Jackson and J.K. Dobbins work out running. Followed by Gus Edwards, Melvin Gordon III, Mr. Fumble himself. Yes, I'm coming with the jokes today. Yeah, I know Melvin Gordon fumbles that ball. I'm surprised he's even still in the NFL. And then followed by Justice Hill. Wide receivers are going to be Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, Tylan Wallace, and Shamar Bridges. Odell Beckham Jr., Nelson Aguilar, Laquan Treadwell, and then Tariq Black. Zay Flowers, James Prochet, Makai Polk, and then Dante Demis Jr. Tight end's going to be Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Charlie Collar, and then on the fourth is Travis Vokalek. Your fullback's going to be Patrick Ricard, followed by Ben Mason. Left tackle, it's going to be Ronnie Stanley. Left guard, Ben Cleveland. Center, Tyler Linderbaum. Right guard, Kevin Zeitler. I'm going to go with Zeitler. Right tackle, Morgan Moses. And then getting into your defense, Justin Madubuke, Michael Pierce, Broderick Washington, Odafe Oweh, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen was a monster. Tyus Bowser, Rock Ya-Sin, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, and then your special teams, Mr. Justin Tucker. Is he going to be in the Hall of Fame one day? I think he will, maybe, right? Mr. Justin Tucker. All those game-winning kicks he's put up. Jordan Stout, and then you have, of course, Devin Duvernay and Tyler Ott for your long snapper. All right, getting into the schedule. As far as your preseason, we'll start there. It's going to be Philly. That'll be Saturday, 8/12. The Commanders, 8/21. And then Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 8/26. Regular season, they're going to start against the Texans. This should be an easy one. I mean, I just don't have any faith in the Texans this year. There's not really much going on there. No real star power. So I'm going to give them week 1 against the Texans. Week 2 is going to be a tough battle. Mr. Joe Burrow and company. You got a lot of heat over there. Jamar. You've got Hurst. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with those Bengals. So I'm definitely going to have to give the edge to the Bengals on that one. The Colts, I'll give the Ravens the Colts game against the Browns. Another 50-50 game. Deshaun Watson and company. Against the Steelers, I'm going to probably give the Ravens this one. I'm leaning more so towards the Ravens because I do think the offense is better. The defense is what's really going to be in question, so it may be a high-scoring game. Follow after that is going to be, it looks like, I think this is an overseas game. Ravens in Tennessee. It's at 9:30 on a Sunday. That means we're all going to be up super early to catch this game. You guys know how we did last year with the international games. It was wild, but it was fun. Speaking of the international games, I think when we started off, we had that one game with, what was it, the Seahawks and Buccaneers? Yeah, Seahawks and the Buccaneers. We had like 6,000 people in the stream up at like 9:30 in the morning. It was absolutely crazy. Followed by Detroit. I'm going to go with the Lions on that one. I'm a big believer in Jared Goff this year. Not a fan of those Cardinals. I don't think they're not going to have anything shaken moving forward, so I'm going to go the Ravens there. Seahawks, another 50-50 for me. They'll rematch the Browns. Once again, another 50-50. I'm going to give it to the Bengals again on week 11. And then go with the Chargers for week 12. There'll be a bye week 13. They'll go against the Rams. Matthew Stafford and company. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I do think that it will be a great game, though. So another 50-50 for me. Jacksonville Jaguars. Oof. Trevor Lawrence and company. I'm going to have to go with the Jags on that one. 49ers, once again, if the quarterback situation is settled and we know who's doing great or who's playing and what's going on, obviously I'm going to still ride with the 49ers, but the quarterback thing is just what's really giving me issues. Miami, once again, the quarterback situation. If Tua is healthy, then Miami's a real threat. So I'm going to have to go with Miami there. And then a rematch with the Steelers. So there you go. Ravens schedule in a nutshell. The question was, can they make the postseason? You guys said yes out of 14 votes, 79%. I do agree. There's a few in here that obviously is going to test them, being, I want to say the Bengals, obviously. Steelers, Lions. I'm not sleeping on Seattle. I think everyone's sleeping on Seattle. We're going to see a good team this year from them, without a doubt. Chargers, Rams, another team. I mean, there's so much that happens, obviously, after week 6. But we'll know what's really going on with the Ravens once we, get started up to week 5. And then we can actually do another, deep dive, which we'll go through the power rankings and all that stuff like we normally do for each week. You guys know. Monday morning, we go through the power rankings, and then we have Monday Night Football, and then we break everything down as far as the predictions for that week. You guys know the schedule and how we do it, but that's just the reality of it. But right now, I do have them going to the postseason, considering the way their schedule is set up. It's not too difficult, and, it just boils down to whether or not, obviously, Mr. Lamar Jackson is going to stay healthy. He doesn't have to run as much. Use J.K. Dobbins. Use your wide receivers. You don't have to take those big hits, so you don't have to worry about getting injured. And if you do that, then yeah, I definitely can see the Ravens make a playoff run. And we'll see what happens. Shout out to Shadow Stories. What's up, yo? My opinion in the building. What's going on with you? Says Lions much improved. Yeah, that is without a doubt. Lions are going to be really good. Lamar will get them to the playoffs. Well, it's not about Lamar getting them to the playoffs. It's got to be a team effort, right? Because when Lamar tries to do everything himself, he ends up getting blasted or an ankle issue. So he's going to have to use his team so he avoids getting hit, avoids getting injured, and he can make that run. So shout out to Shadow. It says sleepless in Seattle. Really? Come on, yo. Shout out to Shadow. I haven't got a good story from you in a while. Shoot me a message. Send me over one of your stories. Shout out to Shadow, an amazing writer, if you guys don't know. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Not too much crazy going on, but the Ravens. Shout out to My Opinion. It says it's all about Lamar. When he went out to injury, they lost every game. It's all him. I don't like to think that it's all on the quarterback. And I'll say this because obviously it's a team game, right? If you have, I want to say, an offense that's ran through your quarterback, then yeah, it's probably all on your quarterback. But in all reality, he needs to use the pieces on the board, right? He needs to play chess. He's been playing checkers for a while. He needs to start playing chess.